Please welcome participants of the both movement in the light heavyweight. Senior Golinga in the blue corner, Julio CRUZ, Cuba, Domadores.
Well, as we go into the light heavyweight division, the quality keeps on coming, because this man who's already arrived at the boxing ring is one of the best boxers on the planet. Julio CRUZ, the reigning two-time world champion in the light heavyweight division. The #1 boxer in the 81 kilo division in World Series boxing. Beaten so far, season 5. Consolidate that position, one that he shares with Italy's Valentino Macedonia.
Gamzat, GASALIEV, Russian boxing team.
Gamzat Gamzaliev is 25 years of age and he's boxing in his hometown here in Moscow. Has experience from season 3 in World Series boxing. This is his first outing of season 5 tonight. Russian speedster, well, what an opponent against which to try and find your rhythm and timing. Because in the opposite corner, it's Julio CRUZ.
Представляю участников боя в полутяжелом весе. Please welcome participants of the bout in the light heavyweight. В синем углу ринга, in the blue corner, 25 лет, двукратный чемпион мира, победитель панамериканских игр и игр Центральной Америки и Карибского бассейна. 25 years old, two-time world champion, Pan American Games and the Central American and Caribbean Games winner, Julio CRUZ. В красном углу ринга, in the red corner, 25 лет, призер чемпионата России, 25 years old, Russia Championship prize winner, Gamzat GASALIEV.
So round 1, scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds in the 81 kilogram light heavyweight division. The man wearing the Cuban shorts, which are white, trimmed with red, blue and gold, is Julio CRUZ. Such a relaxed boxer. He scores with a snaking left jab from down by his belt line. The man trying to repel that jab and meet it with one of his own wearing blue trunks trimmed with white. It's Gamzat GASALIEV, 25 years of age, making his first outing in season 5 tonight. And really, when you're trying to land punches on Julio CRUZ, in many respects it's like trying to capture smoke in a bottle. Wonderfully elusive. Half a step here, a sway back from the waist there, and if he's allowed to get his nose in front and box on terms and tempo that he dictates, well, it's nigh on impossible to beat. Wonderfully relaxed. See him turn the shoulder there, that shot landed on his scapula. Wonderful defensive boxer. What a shock it was. He lost at the Olympic Games to Falcao of Brazil. And one has to say, having been ringside for that particular tournament, Falcao's ability to steal the opening round has brought about a change in tactics from CRUZ. And he's demonstrating that balletic footwork in the boxing ring and finding avenues of escape where none seemingly exist. But when he was forced to change tactics, to his credit and to the credit of his corner, after conceding the opening round, boxing on the back foot, trying to change tactics and go on the front foot, but he got tagged by a hard left hand there. Gamzat GASALIEV asking for a count. There was most certainly a shot in there, but then he was grappled to the canvas. GASALIEV keen to get back into the fray, having had single shot success against the elusive Cuban. So on that, back to that Olympic upset. Oh, now that is naughty. GASALIEV trying something to perhaps ruffle the composure of La CRUZ. The Cuban contingent don't like the tactics being employed by the home fighter. Beautiful scoring with the jab, and then skating out of harm's way once again, and again wrenching the neck of La CRUZ. No, now, I'm sorry, that is not permitted in the boxing ring. This is not MMA. And for the second contest in succession, we're seeing a Russian employ roughhouse tactics against their Cuban adversary. Left jab success, and then cat-quick reflexes in effect once more from La CRUZ. My goodness, how did he get out of that corner? Wonderful exhibition stuff from Julio Cesar La CRUZ. I don't mean to eulogize the man's performance, but he's in against a capable, rough customer, and still he managed to find a path of escape, of single shot success when none seemed available to him. It was a shot that got La CRUZ's attention. And there was a left hand. Now, I'm rather perplexed by that, but two judges favoring La CRUZ, one judge favoring the success of GASALIEV. Make no mistake, he had success. So two judges to one in favor of the Cuban.
Round 2.
So going to the second round, it's an aggressive start to this second session from GASALIEV. GASALIEV enjoyed continental success way back in 2005 as he'd been picked off by exquisite counterpunches from La CRUZ. Way back in 2005 at the European Cadet Championships in Hungary. Good right hand from GASALIEV around the side of the ear of La CRUZ. Four successive bouts to experience that European Championship goal. So counter-punching once again from La CRUZ, and again just staying out of harm's way. Jolting left jab from the Cuban, and a rapid 1-2 combination. GASALIEV being caused to miss by millimeters. Wasn't too far away from GASALIEV, but it was short of the target. That's because of the movement being employed by La CRUZ. GASALIEV covers up well to repel that two-punch salvo from La CRUZ. Exchange of jabs from the boxers there. And again, GASALIEV continuing to chase shadows up there beneath the ring lights. Now this is naughty from GASALIEV. Gallagher of Ireland, an experienced referee, having a stern talking to in the direction of GASALIEV. Perhaps becoming frustrated at his inability to lock down La CRUZ consistently. Falls short with the jab once again. And La CRUZ hangs his chin out like that. It's almost a mirage that he's presenting. It looks as though it's an inviting target, but then you end up flailing and punching nothing but the stadium night here. Two-punch success once again from La CRUZ. Wonderful check left hook from La CRUZ. He scored with the shot and skipped away to his left. And this is the manner in which he boxes in AIBA Olympic competitions. Took his first world title in Baku in such imperious fashion that everybody expected him to replicate it at London 2012, but it wasn't to be. Terrific darting shots to conclude the round from the CRUZ once again. Shot to the torso of CRUZ. Initiated some conversation. Same shot again from another angle. Boxers exchanging shots. CRUZ takes the second round for all three of the judges at ringside. So it's tied up for Judge C. CRUZ leads by 2 for Judge A and B.
Round 3.
So Gamzat GASALIEV, who has experience in World Series boxing from season 3. He's got 2 fights under his belt for the Russian team. Good left hand to the body from GASALIEV, one of his rare moments of success. But in that season 3, what a right hand from CRUZ. And he sat down on that shot, got some leverage behind it, corkscrew left from the Cuban. He's beginning to warm up in this now. GASALIEV continues his charges forward. There was right hand success, but again he's continuing to swing and miss. This man impossible to pin down. For his season 3 record, Gamzat GASALIEV, 2 fights, 1 win and 1 loss. Season 5 debut tonight as he got through with a good left hand. But it is an unenviable test trying to land solid, clean shots on this man. Perpetual motion, loose-limbed relaxation, and supreme confidence. Look at how open he is. And you think he's in range, you commit to the punches. The flex of that bendy spine, but look at that for a left hand. Now the referee has said it's no knockdown. Ruled a slip, but it looked as though there was a shot involved there. Upon his feet immediately, not showing any ill effects. If there was indeed a punch, we'll have to take a second look. Referee's decision is final in that respect. Good counter right hand by CRUZ, but a dramatic passage in this 3rd round. GASALIEV would be advised to employ a double jab here. If he's falling short with the first, if he was to continue to push out that straight shot in double or triple variety, maybe the 2nd or 3rd wave of attack would get through. But trying to land a single shot on this man, very, very difficult indeed. So perhaps take the approach of a fistful of rice. Hurl a lot of punches, try and walk yourself into range. He continues to get picked off at long range. But close the distance, let your hands go with a volume of shots, and maybe some of them will get through. But to try and land a single shot on this Cuban is a very difficult task indeed. GASALIEV continues his pursuit, but struggling to get into punching range. 1-2 combination missed on that occasion. CRUZ wonderfully mobile, he scores with a corkscrew left to end the round. Now there was the left hand that went through. Maybe the legs did get tangled. There's the first that misses. Corkscrew left. We're going to get a second look at what was ruled a slip. GASALIEV did find that unprotected chin on occasion, but very few occasions. And unsurprisingly, it's another round in favor of the Cuban.
Round 4.
So into the 4th round. GASALIEV took a share of the 3rd round, of the opening round, excuse me, but since that time it has been all the CRUZ, and that's a snaking left hand that snapped out once again from the CRUZ. Defeated in his season 5 campaign to this point. There's one blemish on his record. In season 4, he posted a record of 6 fights, 5 wins and 1 defeat. Remember, there were concerns about his ability to continue his boxing career when he was involved in a firearms altercation at a restaurant in his local district of Kamgui. Gunshot to the hip. When you use your legs as much as this boxer does in his repertoire, he gets through with a good right hand to the rib cage. Check left hook was a beauty from La Cruz, and then uses those legs that thankfully clearly haven't been affected by the injury, the unfortunate freak injury that he sustained while just enjoying some leisure time in his hometown of Kamgui. The recovery went well, the rehabilitation wasn't problematic, and he's returned to the boxing ring without skipping a beat. Put that wonderful season 4 campaign together. And the manner in which he's boxing in season 5, the art of hitting and not being hit, being demonstrated wonderfully by Julio Cesar La Cruz and Gamzat GASALIEV. Well, he's remaining committed, but it's proving to be a forlorn endeavor, and that one jab, just a microcosm of this contest really, because he's missing by just a fraction of an inch, but that's all it takes to be the success, the difference between a successful scoring shot and a non-scoring shot. Furthermore, any boxer will tell you that punching air rather than landing on something solid is far more fatiguing. GASALIEV remaining committed, but he's been picked off. A heavy toll being exacted on the aggressive Russian as he continues to try and walk his man down. La Cruz enjoying this now, continually making GASALIEV miss. What a left hand to the body. Wonderful technique, plenty of whip, and he is demonstrating all his variety as he continues to pepper, peck and poke at the head and body of Gamzat GASALIEV. Check left hand and then changing direction once again. Marvelous display of masterful boxing from Julio Cesar La Cruz. Gamzat GASALIEV deserves to be commended for his commitment. It must be an immensely frustrating task trying to get this man to keep still. Jolting right hand, 2-punch combination, and look at that. Almost a limbo move in effect from La Cruz. Flicking out these punches with disdain in the direction of GASALIEV. It's another unanimous round in favor of the WSB #1 at 81 kilograms.
Round 5.
So going to the 5th and final round, Gamzat GASALIEV took a share, a minor share of the opening round. Since that time, every round has gone unanimously to Julio Cesar La Cruz, and his dominance has increased as the rounds have gone on. And one wonders whether GASALIEV would have been advised to try and target the body, to try and slow down the movement of this man. He's continually targeted the head, shooting out jabs and crosses, which for the most part have missed by a frustratingly narrow margin from his point of view. When you've got a mover like this, body punches are often an effective way to slow down that movement as the contest progresses. Doesn't return an instant yield like a head punch can, as La Cruz scores with a jolting right hand. they can have a slow release effect. If you invest in body shots early, your return can come later on. And Barry McGuigan used that to terrific effect against Bernard Taylor, a slick American, in one of his featherweight title defenses. Taylor demonstrated slick skills. McGuigan waged war to the body, ultimately forcing a retirement of the American. Joe Frazier's fought Muhammad Ali in the fight of the century in '71. When referee Arthur McCanty asked each man if they had any questions at their final instructions, Angelo Dundee said, "I want Frazier to watch the hip punches." Smoking Joe getting ready to tee off on the hip sockets of the butterfly to try and slow down that balletic movement. Although it could be argued, of course, that the Ali who emerged after his enforced 3.5-year layoff didn't possess the same movement of legs and his feet as he did prior to that 3.5-year absence. But that's what investing in body shots can do. GASALIEV hasn't been able to do it in this contest, and so the movement of CRUZ remains as spring-heeled as ever here in the 5th round, as it did in round number 1. And the task of GASALIEV, well, it's almost like giving somebody a basket to carry water. Very difficult indeed to get this man to stay still for even a second. And again, that mirage effect, it's so tempting, it's so inviting, like the song of a siren, tempting you in, but when you get to punching range, eventually, invariably, you fall short, and you have to eat some leather. Being served up by the Cuban. The Cuban contingent up on their feet, clapping out the closing 10 seconds of this contest. It's been another masterclass produced by Julio Cesar La Cruz, and that could well be enough to secure victory in this match, in this Week 10 encounter in favor of Cuba. They lead 2-1, having taken the opening 2 contests. Russia got themselves on the board in the welterweight division with a spirited display from Rajab Butayev. But Gamzat GASALIEV, making his season 5 debut against Julio Cesar La Cruz, found the reigning number 1 in imperious form and was given something of a boxing lesson in graceful fashion. Did enjoy his moments, GASALIEV, but they were few and far between. And a standing ovation from the Cubans in the crowd.
Итак, судейское решение. Judges score. Referee number 1, судья номер 1, 45-50, 45-50. Referee number 2, судья номер 2, 45-50, 45-50. Referee number 3, судья номер 3, 46-49, 46-49. Единогласным решением, the winner by unanimous decision, синий угол, blue corner, Julio Cesar La Cruz.
Julio Cesar La Cruz, a unanimous point decision winner over the game, but ultimately outgunned Gamzat GASALIEV. Takes unanimous points victory over the committed Russian to secure victory for Cuba in this match. They now have an unassailable 3-1 lead with just 1 bout to go. And Julio Cesar La Cruz consolidates his position as the number 1 light heavyweight in World Series boxing. Unbeaten in 5 fights now. He looks incredibly,
once again on the stage, show Amazonas.
incredibly assured in his World Series boxing career.